Today we wanted to talk about how to find your life purpose in a couple of steps and in a way that it's not just one of those, I don't know, the 3 steps to eternal happiness or the 10 steps to get rich kind of thinking, but in a way that it really gives you some deep insights and cool realizations about what it is that you really are supposed to be doing in your life. The model that we love so much at the ARC is called Ikigai, and on our own events we have given it our own twist, but the basis of this model is so cool. It's one of the best models that I know, and I'd love to share it today in a couple of series of videos. So first thing, what is this model? And the model is called Ikigai. It's an ancient Japanese concept that describes something around the lines of, something that everything in your life is about, something that gets you out of bed in the morning. It also means shell, so it is something that is really valuable, something that really encapsulates you. A super common misconception is that Ikigai is supposed to relate to your career. You will see in a moment that yes, there's stuff around Ikigai where you will be thinking of what you can be paid for, but really that's not everything. Ikigai is just so much more. It is kind of, I like to say, the guiding star that you can have when you make your choices about which crossroad you want to take in your life. Now, needless to say that if you ask 3 different people, they will give you 3 different Ikigais. And also, one thing to really bear in mind is that, of course, your Ikigai can change over time. I love to call this really a working hypothesis, because one of the most important things I think that people need to bear in mind is that, anything as big and important as your life purpose, if you want to call it so, is super hard to conceptualize when you have the future in mind. It's literally like looking into a crystal ball. And to be frank, it can change pretty rapidly. I mean, imagine that right now you think your life purpose is really, I don't know, interior design or playing football. But then maybe you get a very serious disease, or even worse, some of your beloved gets a very serious disease and really needs you. Your Ikigai might just change within less than a day. So it might be very different for very different people, and it can change over time. Knowing where you want to go and why you want to go there speeds up your decision making. We think it's, even if you're not into yoga and meditation and all these kind of things, one of the best ways to not just live a happier, stable and purpose-driven life, but also to get the everyday hassle out of the way, when you don't know whether to take this or that job, or whether to take on another project or not, which city to move in. And when you have all these voices in your head, talking to you, giving you a lot of bullet points on why you should go in this or the other direction, really having a very clear guiding star is such an amazing thing. So yeah. Think about having a job that excites you so much, that doesn't feel like work. Chances are, not only are you going to be really good at it, you probably also can afford to actually work long hours just because it doesn't feel like work. It just makes you so much more productive, and given the crazy number of choices that our generation has these days, I am pretty convinced personally that knowing your passion, knowing what you're good at, knowing what you love doing, knowing your market value and all these things
isn't an art anymore that some few elitist souls have to master only, but it's a skill that a lot of people should integrate so much better in their life. Being on that journey for myself, I just have to say that the amount of additional happiness I'm experiencing is so tremendous. I would have never thought that this could have been the outcome of an exercise, which is that simple.